Hi, my name is Kenny Mars. So I'm gonna try out ketamine tomorrow, which I hear is really good for depression and having chronic depression, as well as autism. That's been quite the struggle throughout my life. Um, Back in high school, I actually got to such a low that I tried to take my own life. Um, since then, which was 2 years ago, I've been medicated, but it only helps so much. I still have ups and downs, and those downs go really low. So, this ketamine treatment, it's kind of like my last hope in order to be able to handle my depression rather than immersing myself in fantasy and kind of trying to neglect the real world. I'd much rather want to integrate myself in it. That's in a positive way. So, yeah, ketamine. Let's see how it goes. All right, so I went to Point Ketamine the other day for my treatment. It was pretty fascinating to say the least. They had me lay down on the couch, get comfy, take off my flip flops. They did the IV, hooked me up while I laid on the couch, and basically it was like they're preparing me for a nap. So there was that. And then once they started pumping the medicine through me, like maybe 8 minutes in, it like really started taking effect. And the way I'd describe it is like our thought process is like a straight road. And what it did was it shifted the direction of the road into a windy path. Those thoughts just flowed one way to the next in a way that you wouldn't normally think. But it was like, it was nice. It was fascinating as well. It took away all the negative, and your body kind of gets like numb. So, like, even after the treatment, after I regained my sense of feeling as well as my sight, everything got really slow. But after I regained all my senses, all the negative thoughts that I'd normally feel, the anxiety, the depression, the anger and resentment, the despair, all of that was lessened. I would normally feel it for maybe 20-minute intervals, 3 times a day at least. And now it's more like a minute, twice a day at most. So that's a pretty significant change. And that was just after one visit. So, as far as for me, the results are pretty significant. And that was with Point Ketamine. So I'm really impressed with the results. And I have my next appointment tomorrow. And I'm actually really looking forward to it. So, see how number 2 goes. So I did session number 2 of the ketamine treatment. And when I was under, I got hooked up again and medicine pumping through me. I had music playing this time. And the music allowed me to get so lost in the treatment. It was like I was taken away to a place of my mind where it felt like all the troubles of the past couldn't get to me anymore. And it felt like as if they were never there. So it completely wiped all my fears and all my problems from the past. And I no longer felt bound by those things that I thought shaped me as a person. And when I came out, that same feeling stuck with me. Nothing from the past binds me anymore. I feel liberated. So even after the treatment, before I was a a hopeless wreck. I was dwelling in so much pity in myself. I couldn't confront someone I needed to confront. I was intimidated by them. And after, I just felt so empowered, so free. I was able to confront them without any problem. I felt much stronger than them. So that was amazing. And I finally feel like I'm moving in the right direction, and very rapidly at that. So yeah, treatment 2 done. I have my next treatment in 2 days. Just to quickly describe how I feel after the 3rd treatment. And I said I could describe it in one word, and that word would be unstoppable. So basically, I feel like everything that's happened in the past can't get to me now. I'm beyond its reach, essentially. So it feels like all that's left for me is to move forward, and it feels like I could do that at a very rapid pace right now. I just have boundless energy, boundless positivity, and yeah, just no stopping me now. I'm moving forward. And my next treatment is in 2 days. So yeah, let's see how I feel after number 4. Okay, so I just finished treatment number 4, and last time I told everyone that I felt unstoppable. And the reason that was so significant for me is that I've never felt that. I've always been unmotivated. In high school, I was failing, and I had to go switch over to an independent study school to do credit recovery. And then after that, I didn't want to go to college, so I took a year off from that. And now I've applied to a trade school. And I have an interview coming up, and I'm actually excited for that because it's in a field that I really want to study. So there's that. And later today, I am going to apply for a job. And I think after I get those 2 things in motion, I'm really going to start moving forward real fast. In addition to that, I also have a little piece of information that you might like to know. So I have 2 medications, an antidepressant, and I have Abilify, which boosts my antidepressant. And without the booster, things go south real fast. All the negative feelings come back, the hopelessness, the powerlessness, and the fear, the anxiety, and so on. And I get suicidal ideation without that medication. However, I've been off that medication for over a week, and thanks to the ketamine, I don't feel any of those things. I am still happy. So, I just wanted to give you all that piece of information. So, medication, as of right now, I am fine without the booster. Application for a job, I'm going to do that later today. And I have an interview for the trade school in a couple of weeks. So that about sums up what I'm doing at the moment. So I finished treatment number 5, and after that, I came to the conclusion of a couple things, or one thing. So when you're under the drug, it basically gives you a whole new perspective on things. So essentially, the way you interpret your daily life under the drug, you're going to interpret it completely differently. So me having depression, that's actually a really positive thing, because with depression, all you think of is the negative, and you interpret your life as being completely negative. So with the medicine giving you a completely new perspective, you're able to see things for what they really are. So if you look down on yourself for certain reasons, whatever they may be, you could see that those reasons, although you may not like them, they don't define you. Situations that happen around you, no matter how they affect you, they don't define you. So it was these things that I was able to see more clearly after treatment number 5. Bad things may be happening around you, but they don't make you who you are. So that's what treatment 5 did to me. It opened up my eyes. So yeah, treatment 6 is next. Alright, so I just finished my 6th treatment, and with that I made a discovery. And that was that my depression wasn't solely depression. And an event from before I started ketamine has been weighing on me until now. And the ketamine's made it significantly easier to deal with. And now I'm able to see that a lot of my depression was based on anger. And being autistic and not able to properly determine feelings, this ketamine actually really helped. So once I discovered that a lot of my depression was anger-based, I was able to think of ways to constructively use that anger in order to solve the issues. So when I say all this, it's really just ketamine opens your eyes and makes you see things for what they are. And lifting up that haze of misjudgment in my depression, it's making things so much easier to deal with. So I wanted you all to hear that this stuff really works. And yeah, that was treatment number 6.